Soludo.
Friday from 7 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. on 73.5 FM.
Newspaper headlines. N'ụtụtụ tata bụ Wednesday, mkpụrụ ụbọchị 20 Novemba 2023. O jirila anyị otu nkeji bata elekere asaa. Ọtụtụ anọkwa n'ihu. Ka anyị gazie ozi alaghachite. Anyị agapụghị ọsọ n'ịkọrọ ihe mere na mpụta anyị jiri maka n'ụtụtụ. Anyị maka ofe na nkeji. Ndewo.
The National Broadcasting Commission says any person, group of persons, or organization aggrieved by content of a broadcast or the conduct of a broadcast station may lodge a complaint to the station and write to the Director General, National Broadcasting Commission, number 20, Ibrahim Taiwo Street, Aseboro, Abuja, or send a mail via info@nbc.gov.ng. Please ensure that the complaint includes name of the broadcast station, title of the program, date and time of broadcast, and essence of the complaint. Also remember to include your name, address, telephone number, email, and your signature notes of the complaint. Also reach the NBC within 14 days of the very broadcast. NBC, your right to quality broadcasting.
Ndewo n'ike sonyere anyị n'ụlọọrụ mgbasa ozi ebe ọkụ n'okiri kọmputa n'ụtụtụ tata n'oge newspaper headlines. Anyị jiri ebe n'isi akwụkwọ akụkọ Guardian, Punch, Nation, Premium Times, Leadership, Tuesday, Vanguard, Sun, yana Tribune wee bata. Ị ga-esonyere anyị na Facebook page anyị @ebe ọkụ n'okiri kọmputa anyị. Visitere anyị n'akwụkwọ SMS maọbụ na WhatsApp na 08096661033. Ị ga-enweta anyị online ma ọ bụrụ na ị gaa na mixlr.com/gist.
And I'm Martin. Let's get started with the Guardian newspaper. Standard Organization of Nigeria seeks industry support on Act Amendment. Emmanuel emerges governor with best economic blueprint in Africa. Kidnappers release 2 Cross River doctors, others. Atiku, Okowa, of Nigeria insists on restructuring. Comments on Obi, Soludo not guilty of any crime, says Ohanaeze youth. Central Bank of Nigeria moves to curb inflation as interest rate jumps to 16.5%. Police Special Forces training school bills pass second reading in Senate. Nigerian media industry adopts new code of ethics. Nigerian media industry adopts new code of ethics. UBA customers assured of memorable Christmas in Super Savers draw, 22.5 million naira up for grabs. Nigerians with expired passports can return home. National Immigration Service. Federal government debunks claim of international passport booklets shortage. Buhari unveils redesigned Naira notes on Wednesday. 2023, court orders INEC to resume CVR until 90 days to election. 2023, court dismisses suit challenging Stella Odua's senatorial candidacy. Security beefed up as Buhari inaugurates Kulami oil drill in Northeast. 2023 election, court orders INEC to resume voters registration. Buhari reignites politics of oil in North, close to another election. Obi, in 2023, we need a competent and fit leader. And lastly, Southeast youths call for Soludo's impeachment.
Now, this na leadership n'ụtụtụ anọ ya. Nigeria, Canada push gas as transition fuel. COVID-19. India logs 294 new cases. Reps to probe rights violation by airline operators. After father's removal, Oba assumes office as NYSC overseer. Governor Sule presents 148.9 billion naira 2023 budget to the Nasarawa Assembly. 20 million out-of-school children a time bomb Obasanjo for a sustained fight against oil theft. Arms, hard drugs imported into Nigeria ahead of 2023 polls. Al Mustafa warns. Most Nigerians abroad are honest, hardworking. Osibanjo 2023 presidency. Christian leaders squeeze Atiku, Obi, Adebayo over plans for Nigeria. Court rejects request to order continued voter registration. History as Buhari commissions 1 billion barrels Kolmani crude oil drilling. Maimuna's memo, a homely. Man United, Ronaldo part ways by mutual consent. 2 Brunei female constables died, 17 others injured in fatal road crash. Qatar 2022. Saudi Arabia's king Salman declares public holiday to celebrate historic win. Umahi to Wike. Tinubu needs Rivers vote, not logistic support. Qatar 2022. Tunisia hold Denmark to 0-0 stalemate as Eriksen makes major tournament return. Buhari to unveil redesigned Naira notes at FEC meeting Wednesday. Why Nigerian musician star Kiss Daniel Patoranking didn't feature at 2022 World Cup. Why Nigerian music stars Kiss Daniel Patoranking didn't feature at 2022 World Cup opening ceremony. Djokovic equals FIDA's sixth ATP final titles. French players are happy with Benzema's departure from Qatar. Lugano. World Cup win will not end Messi debate, says Ronaldo. Tunisia take aim at Danes to achieve knockout ambition. World Cup. Controversial Zambian ref Sikwe to take charge of Belgium versus Canada. Osibanjo comments Nigerians abroad, says majority honest, hardworking. NFF board members, ASEAN. NFF board member, ASEAN appointed patron of football academies. Messi offers injury updates ahead of Argentina's opener. NIS hosts Shipan Sport Fitness Workshop. First Bank restates commitment as Ojablu wins 61st Lagos Open Golf Championship. Qatar 2022. England trash Iran. Poland beats Senegal. CBN raises interest rate to 16.5%. Federal government releases fund for school feeding program in Katsina. Ibom Air welcomes 2 Airbuses A320-200 aircraft, reaffirms commitment to customers. FCTA insists on new designs for Abuja roads. Masari tax council chairman on accountable stewardship. Katsina targets 39 billion naira loan for 2023 budget. Stakeholders canvasses protection of citizens' digital rights. 4 die, others injured as truck crushes car in Kogi. Court rejects Mahid's exhibit. Federal Capital Territory Minister appoints Dan Hassan as Ruwasa new boss. CSO alleges gang up against security chiefs. Qatar 2022, wey reflects on historic goal against Wales. Qatar 2022, Saudi Arabia storm Argentina to end their 36-game unbeaten run in World Cup. South-South domestic debt $388 million. Foreign debts $873.3 million. Java quake kills 162, injures others in Indonesia. Atiku meets Khan, says his plans for Nigeria align with body's demands. Governors responsible for high turnover off. 2 terrorist commanders, 47 others surrender in Borno. Court orders Bauchi PDP to conduct fresh senatorial primary.
And now we move over to the Punch newspaper. APC campaign says Tinubu presidency will uplift youths. It's late to resume voters registration. Court rules. PDP asks Atiku Okowa to reconcile Imo factions. Oba takes over as National Youth Service Corps Acting Director General. Senate summons Finance Minister Emefiele. Naira payment. Until we change constitution, we are doomed. Emeritus Archbishop. Niger Delta Development Commission not frustrating board inauguration, says commission. Niger Delta Development Commission not frustrating board inauguration, says to stop Nigeria's negative image. Osibanjo. Obasanjo, Gbajabiamila laments education sector's woes. Masari presents 288.6 billion naira budget, whips before lawmaker. Graduation uncertain for University of Maiduguri final year students. Media industry adopts new co-regulation code of ethics. Punch demands 25% debt from Central Bank of Nigeria. Sanwo-Olu seeks resolution on electricity bill. 2.2 billion naira service-wide vote document missing. Ministry tells Senate. 2.2 billion naira service-wide vote documents missing. Ministry tells Senate. Prosecutes officials behind underage voters registration group. Prosecutes officials behind underage voters registration group. Support people with disabilities. Association urges Lagos ministries, departments, and agencies. Reps summons CAC boss over illegal budget approval. International Breweries gets new managing director. Monkeypox cases rise to 604. Nigerian Center for Disease Control. Court annuls Labour Party Rivers Assembly candidates nomination. Court annuls Labour Party Rivers Assembly candidates nomination. Sanitation will reduce waterborne diseases. Lagos government. Nigerian Bar Association applauds judicial officers plan salary review. Federal government appoints Christy Uba as NYSC overseer. Insecurity. Nigeria sitting on a keg of gunpowder. Al Mustafa. Buhari condoles with Indonesia over devastating earthquake. Nigerians to benefit from European Union scholarship envoy. United States Agency for International Development partners Ebonyi for development plan. University of Benin Teaching Hospital. Nigeria liquefied natural gas inaugurates $500,000 ICU in Edo. Mark Zuckerberg not resigning. Meta debunks rumor. And still on the stories making the headlines on the Punch newspaper this morning. Nigeria earned $741.48 billion from oil and gas. Nigeria is Extractive Industries Transparency Initiative. Many Kuje prison escapees still at large. Arebo Nasarawa governor presents 148.9 billion naira 2023 budget. Stop maltreating your wives, cleric tells men. Stop maltreating your wives, cleric tells men. Insecurity, big threat to election, TMG share. No students raped in Cross River Varsity, Vice Chancellor. Majority of Nigerians are honest, few fraudulent, Osibanjo. Masari weeps during 2023 budget presentation. Borno Varsity lecturers protest withheld salaries, graduation postponed. I will recharge Lake Chad if elected, Tinubu. Annan Center seeks women participation in ECOWAS peacemaking. Buhari to unveil redesigned Naira notes Wednesday. Central Bank of Nigeria raises interest rates to 16.5%. Buhari inaugurates commercial oil production in North. Tertiary Education Trust Fund revenue collection drops by 68 billion naira in 2022. Defamation. Kanu's lawyer writes Malami demands 20 billion naira damages. Court throws out suits against Stella Odua's candidacy. Mother killed on Al Mustafa's order. Kudirat Abiola's children. Road crash kills 17 in Abuja. 2023, INEC to deploy 176,846 bimodal voters accreditation system machines. Oshun APC chair, Famudun, installed as new monarch. Why Nigeria still maintains COVID-19 travel protocols? Federal government. Nigeria Medical Association confirms release of Cross River doctors. Solomon Islands, tsunami warning issued hours after earthquake. Solomon Islands, tsunami warning issued hours after earthquake. Foundation alleges plot to rearrest Ebonyi Labour Party candidate. Edo police arrest 4 robbery suspects. 17 convicted in Oyo, Ogun over internet fraud. 2023, how to avoid electoral violence. Christian Association of Nigeria, Sultan. National Assembly group kicks over Tambuwa's appointment as clerk. 661 clinical staff resign. Relocate abroad. University College Hospital, Chief Medical Director. 51 Boko Haram terrorists surrender in Northeast. And lastly, politicians will use, dump you. Inspector General of Police warns policemen.
At this day, court declines ordering INEC to resume voter registration. NDDC management denies allegation of lobbying to delay board reconstitution. Osibanjo, most Nigerians in diaspora are honest, hardworking, making waves. Labour to engage federal government on new minimum wage. Don't give up on your dreams, Sanwo-Olu tells cute street kids. Nigerian media industry adopts new code of ethics to enhance. At separate meetings with CAN, Atiku, Obi, Adebayo discuss. President to unveil new Naira banknotes today as Tinubu lights up worry for campaign. Atiku, Ekiti Assembly Speaker's removal and repeat of history. Senate backs 48 billion naira pipeline surveillance contract. House probes alleged flagrant violation of consumer rights. Court declines ordering INEC to resume voter registration. National Assembly passes Education Bank Bill for students. Aregoshola, no insurgency stronghold in Nigeria anymore. Lawmakers approve Buhari's request for 27.8 billion naira. Enugu to tackle insecurity through massive employment. Name, shame crude oil thieves. Bureau challenges. Name, shame crude oil thieves. Bureau challenges. With 2 million out-of-school crisis, Obaseki inaugurates 2 new airbuses for Ibom Air. Wike, Atiku wanted Jonathan to relinquish presidential ticket. Buhari's enhanced salaries for judge must align with court. Rogers Rogers kill our mother on Al-Mustafa's order. Kudirat Mbeki calls for United Nations Tax Convention to halt illicit. Al-Mustafa movement of arms drawn into Nigeria. Terrorism. Ekiti 2022. Many SDP agents sabotaged Oni. BPPDG warns procurement officers against under M FMN Women Network builds capacity for gender inclusion. Lagos market leaders pledge support for Sanwo-Olu. Peter Mbawe unleash Enugu's potential. Working hard to turn Southeast to APC. Animal abuse. Yanshanu livestock market. Global tech industry and layoffs at Twitter. Beyond the myth of Chinese death trap. Issues and facts. Simfixed renovates Early Childhood Development Center. Ogundipe Memorial Viewpoint Eye Center cater for Ilupeju. Ogundipe Memorial Viewpoint Eye Center. Buhari condoles with Indonesia over deadly earthquake. Buhari, we've attracted over $3 billion investment. 2023, only PDP can rescue Nigeria from APC, says Kwara. Terrorism, Senate okay's Police Special Forces Training School. Oyebanji exonerates self from Ekiti Assembly crisis. Osibanjo, we've taken that. Nigeria to deepen bilateral relations with Canada. Stakeholders to hold town hall debate for legislative. PDP Guba candidate urges Sokoto electorate to support. 2023. I never betrayed anybody. Okowa insists. Gbajabiamila seeks urgent measures to maximize. Lawmakers approve Buhari's request for reinforcement.
And now we move over to the Nation newspaper. Aspiring lawmaker abducted in Imo. I will secure, unite Nigeria, Obi pledges. My policy aligns with Christian Association of Nigeria's demands, says Atiku. Boko Haram kills 10 Chadian soldiers at Nigerian border. Tertiary Education Trust Fund revenue collection dropped by 68 billion naira in 2021, says executive. Yoked with 30 taxes, manufacturers and businesses gaps for breath. Sanwo-Olu hosts town hall meeting on shelter mistakes in North. APC to launch crowd pooling app, raise funds. Pushing out Boko Haram, Buhari's greatest legacy, says federal government. Pushing out Boko Haram, Buhari's greatest legacy, says federal government. Tinubu seeks compensation from Western world. Atiku humiliated ex-president in 2015, Wike alleges. Governors need to assist police to build infrastructure, says Abu Razak. Challenges facing Nigerian varsities by Gbajabiamila. And lastly, military to sustain onslaught against bandits, Boko Haram, says Chief of Army Staff.
A Vanguard newspaper, APC adjusts campaign timetable to launch fundraising app. We are next for betrayed Ronaldo after swift Man United divorce. Body of 16-year-old girl found in Bayelsa Hotel's wardrobe. 20 million out-of-school children, another Boko Haram waiting. Obasanjo. Unemployment. ITF-DG seeks harmonization of certificates to remove dichotomy. Pro-Atiku Abubakar. Pro-Atiku group chides Jan. G5 governors over stands on IU. Bayelsa confirms receipt of arrears of 13% oil derivation refunds from federal government. Sanwo-Olu seeks state government input in electricity bill. Federal government ASU face-off. Nigeria stagnated in disarray. Seron. Court remands 3 headers for burning groundnut farm worth 1.5 million in Kebbi. Atiku Okowa pull out of presidential town hall meeting. Top figures in COVID fight living in WHO shakeup. World Cup France turned France turned Australia 4-1 to begin title defense. Christy Oba appointed NYSC overseer. Russia using coal as weapon of mass destruction. Zelensky. NDDC. Elders Forum urges Buhari to inaugurate board confirmed by Senate since 2019. Shippers Council. Others highlight need to optimize new economy. UK's rail workers to strike before, after Christmas. How crude oil discovery collapsed Nigeria's major industries. Al Mustafa. Lewandowski backed to break World Cup door. ITF urges skill-based approach to employment to boost. INEC no longer in possession Adeleke's certificate. Osun break. US authorities seize giant snail from Nigeria's luggage at airport. Okowa Atiku to wade into Imo PDP crisis. We are committed to overcoming electricity transmission challenges. TCN. Panic as fire got burst on Third Mainland Bridge. Don't cry for me, Argentina. Brazil mock rivals. World Cup upset. 2023 polls. Market leaders declare support for Sanwo-Olu, APC. Upskilling, engine of wealth creation in business. Bose Abi-Sagola, COP27, APC National Youth Leader urges commitment to climate financing. COP27, APC National Youth Leader urges commitment to climate financing. Nigerians with expired passports can return home. NIS. Nigerian university students paying too much for education. ASU president. Why federal government can't make Kuje prison attack report public. Minister. Only deliberate policies will reduce out-of-school children in Nigeria. Ex-DSS boss.
And now we move over to the Premium Times. 700 million naira, the Ziana cash. EFCC rearranges former governor. Orders. Nigeria earned $741.48 billion from oil and gas in 21 years. NEITI. COVID-19. Nigerian government insists on travel protocols, says pandemic not over. peterobi meets Christian Association of Nigeria, promises to unite Nigeria. Reps to probe flight delays, cancellation by airlines. Buhari to unveil new Naira notes Wednesday. NCC to award broadband contracts for tertiary institutions, small businesses. 2023. Senate summons finance minister over unexplained 206 billion naira in ministry's budget. Court orders final forfeiture of 775 million naira houses linked to former accountant general Dansuki's S-aid. In Gombe, Atiku promises to revive Dandin Kowa Dam to generate electricity, reconstruct northeast roads. And lastly, Supreme Court orders retrial of Ogun PDP governorship suit.
National newspaper. Media adopt new co-regulation framework, code of ethics. A harmful crisis. Bishop tells Ukwani on prompt interventions. Release of 10 million naira for victims in IDP scam. Sanwo-Olu pledges continued support for the homeless, less privileged. NDDC denies rumored attempts to thwart inauguration of Ford. Succor for heart patients. Oil serve. Sir Emeka Oposa Foundation offers free surgery. Felony charges. Enugu community begs government to allow justice prevail. Haijazwana agbazitazo amadani roboto kundi hedina anabisa kwa
Can you have the right to quit broadcasting? The National Broadcasting Commission says any person, group of persons, or organization aggrieved by content of the broadcast or the conduct of the broadcast station lodge a complaint to the station and or write in the original National Broadcasting Commission, number 20, Ibrahim Taiwo Street, Asokoro, Abuja, or send a mail. Here, info@police government. Please ensure that the conflict indicates name of the broadcast station, title of the program, date and time of broadcast, and essence of the conflict. Also, remember to include your name, address, telephone number, email, and a verified signature. Note that the conflict must reach the embassy within 14 days of the broadcast and receive your right to quality broadcast. Man is a political animal. That's why we all have our views on politics. But before we want to do that, I want to add a lot of your partner and you must be the primary school. Every morning, 3 o'clock p.m. to 4:30 p.m. and Saturday, 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. It's all about the day-to-day activities in the Nigerian political space. News from political actors from various political parties from political process. News from Labour leaders. And most importantly, your views of the common Nigerian. Tune in to everyone at 103.5 FM or you join online via mixlr.com/GistFM every Monday and Saturday. What are your political views in debates? Health Plus, Health Plus, my health, your health, our health. Health Plus is a health program that talks about our general health. Join Chiki on FM FM 103.5 to let Health manage your health and take care of our young and old ones. Join me every Monday, Tuesday, and Saturday by 1 to 2 p.m. on FM 103.5 in Anambra State. Are you looking for a way to tell the world about your products and services? Search no more. Come to Ebon FM 103.5 in Anambra State. Let's tell the world at large about that your services and products. And you speed up with an unimaginable speed as it is called Ebon FM, your shop log for advertising businesses.
Ọka bụkwa n'ọnọdụ mgbasa ozi ebe ọ na-adị n'ụlọ 3.5 KCMS Online n'oge newspaper headlines n'ụtụtụ Fraịde steeti. Ọ bụ na Facebook peji anyị ka edegara anyị ebumnobi gị n'ihe ihe niile akpọ na-akọpụtara gị n'ọtụtụ anyị isi akụkọ nchịrị akụkọ na ebe ọ na-adị 103.5 maọbụ na izitere anyị akwụkwọ na SMS maọbụ na WhatsApp na 08096661035. Ị ga-enweta anyị ma ọ bụrụ na stream anyị ọbụla na mixlr.com/gistfm. Agụpụta ihe dị n'akwụkwọ akụkọ Sun newspaper. Wike presents 550.66 billion naira budget for 2023. Wike presents 550.6 billion naira budget for 2023. NAS group kicks over Tambuwal's appointment as planned, calls for reversal. Ohanaeze receives Verbatim Magazine's Philanthropist of Millennium Award. Bayelsa Police probe teenager's dead body in hotel wardrobe. 17 killed. 4 injured as bus crashes into trailer in Abuja. Arab fighters kill 10 Chadian soldiers near Nigeria's border. Gunmen abduct. Released Imo Abga Assembly candidate. Herdsmen killed. Enugu Labour Party to wear black at campaign rally. Enugu to tackle insecurity through massive employment. Mba PDP Guba candidate. Fake news, vote buying, violence, threats to 2023 polls. Minister, I'll tackle issue with Lake Chad if elected president Tinubu. Nigeria decides 2023. Delta Guba. Okowa wants top 10 through Oborewori Omo Agege APC candidate. Osun Tribunal. REC denies having Adeleke certificate. Direct petitioners to Abuja. REC denies having Adeleke certificate. Direct petitioners to Abuja. Nigeria decides 2023. Furore over Soludo's tirade on Obi. Nigeria decides 2023. Why Nigerians should vote for Obi. Chukwudozie, public affairs analyst and commentator. Court refuses to order INEC to resume CBR. 5G governors storm Abia tomorrow for Ibazu. Discipline them, Owoye tells PDP. 2023. Atiku Obi meet Khan, promise better Nigeria. 2023. Ibazu urges politicians to play by rules. 2023. Atiku Obi meets Khan leaders ahead of elections. Road to 2023. Southern Kaduna Labour Party senatorial candidates constitute 19-member campaign council. Now, Tribune. NUC ranks Glorious University best private university. Nigeria Correctional Service records zero COVID-19 case. Insecurity. Senate moves to establish police special forces training school. How to cope with heat during dry season. Kogi signage law. APC urges candidates to comply. Ekpere Eka asks court to declare her Cross River APC Central Senatorial candidate. Governor Lalong mourns late Plateau legislator Eric Dakogo. Police read Police read Riot Act as parties sign peace accord in Abia. Insecurity. Federal government urges Federal government assures safety of Nigerian workers. Education tax collection with 300 billion naira TNT fund. NITDA, Oyo government holds stakeholders engagement forum on digitalization, ICT development. Governor Diri account for 13% derivation funds from Federation account. Nigeria lost $2 billion to oil theft between January and August this year. Senate. Otu a ka ọ gbakọrọ akọrọ n'ọtụtụ akụkọ ma n'isi akwụkwọ akụkọ anyị jiri ebe a. Ka anyị gaa gụpụtara gị ozi si na SMS.
From the SMS portal, we have a message from Honorable Osakwe. It's from Honorable Osakwe. Everything glitters is not gold, as Gombe and Bauchi League states. It is going to be like the gold that was discovered in Zamfara, and it became a franchise to kidnappers and rustlers. The nation cannot plan for any venture before dabbling into this oil discovery will lead to various nefarious activities, as the cost will be traced to vendetta. They are redesigning of Naira. The cost of production of these notes will be higher than its value and purchasing power. As hostilities is increasing on a daily note basis, the number of illegal weapons and explosives in the nation may surpass that of the federal government, as insurgents are moving around without challenge, killing both uniformed men and civilians. And our president has the effrontery to tell us that all is well. The mayhem being perpetrated to Ihamafu community and environs is not herdsmen, but way of establishing terrorist Boko Haram and ISIS sect. Ronaldo, CR7, and Lionel Messi, who will enter Diego Maradona by lifting the World Cup. Yenso Wike, that has become Father Christmas with the Rivers State funds, and the indigents of the state are sleeping under the flyovers and on top with the Rivers State funds, and the indigents of the state are sleeping under the flyovers and on top of trees. Is he not supposed to be court-martialed? Thank you so much for joining us this morning, Honorable Osape. And we also got this one from, this one has no name on it, but it says, Soludo's impeachment, a welcome development since he don't know what to do in the office rather than talking. Buhari once against Niger Delta mistakes in not. Whose mistake, if not his? Thank you so much for joining us this morning. We got another message from Ebunike Udobi from Ashala. Ebunike Udobi from Ashala. 2023, Nigeria should hold peterobi by his word. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Thank you.
Ọ dị mma na WhatsApp page na-akwụ si na Daniel Tito from Anambra. Or see working hard for Southerners to turn Nigeria to APC is laughable and joke of the year 2022. APC should apologize to Nigerians for their inability to carry out all their promises and their lopsided appointments, also with their Muslim tickets. Ejimao Sinaka Edozie Ezebinobu from Osile. Federal High Court order on continuous voter registration is constitutional and in tandem with the stipulations of the newly amended Electoral Act and implore patriotic Nigerians to seize this very opportunity to get their respective voters card. The flag-off of oil exploration in the northeast yesterday by President Muhammadu Buhari is a laudable stride, at least, to address the issue of overdependency in the southern oil fishery and illegal pipeline connections. I hope Southerners will own oil well just as Northerners have owned oil wells more than the Southern owners. I also implore Buhari to flag off the mining of discovered gold in Zamfara, his northern natural deposit for the Northerners, for the North alone, while that of the South for all Nigerians. May Nigeria succeed. Edozie Ezebinoku from Soludo. Okay, okay. Eze from Abagana. Thank you. God bless you too. Ejuna Uko Sinaka. Only a little here. Okay. Ebuka Wabufu from Amaru Onike. Nigeria found crude oil in the north, in northern area of Nigeria. They drill it like they want from southeast, or will they keep it like the gold they found in other states? At least peace will reign in Nigeria, and we will be more richer than Dubai. Thanks. Darling, Ejima Akwụkwọ News from Onitsha. Atiku is now receiving what he planted in 2015. As Jonathan said, it will be very difficult for PDP to win in 2023 due to arrogance within arrogance within the party. Darling, News. Ejikọnakọ onye nke dere afịa why only Atiku and Obi to meet and where is Tinubu? Na Facebook ejinakwụkwọ si n'aka Chinedu Omeka. Chinedu said 16 years old girl corpse found in hotel wardrobe abomination. Udekwe Kingsley. What again? My point is for the Naira note. How will it be if finally out? What and what will Naira note cover? Okay, the unveiling of the new Naira notes today. Let's see how beautiful or ugly the new Naira notes will appear. Chinedu Omeka. Also Francis from Amagoze. The call for the prosecution of those behind underage voters is very important, as this is capable of sanitizing our electoral process by ensuring that only those who have attained the suffrage will vote. Thanks and God bless. Ejima for Dr. Mrs. Ima Olebara from Imo. 20 million children out of school. Yes, it's a time bomb waiting to explode. Sad that we have governments that is playing politics and toying with the education and glorious destinies of our children. We need total overhaul of our educational system that is burning. Let's use our vote wisely to vote competent, credible, and God-fearing leaders who will be sensitive to our education. Darling, my doctor. Ejikwa Akwụkwọ Voice of Hindi say the comments credited to Umahi telling Wike that Tinubu does not need logistic support, rather he needs Rivers' vote is totally unacceptable, unimaginable, and unbelievable. But help me tell Umahi that 2023 election is not going to be business as usual. And come 2023, APC as a political party will be dislodged and jettisoned outside both states and Balogun. Kuma eba hajj for missing to the next and I give you a still and then is to me na eba na be go to talk about no games to come headlines. Body in the day chin no games to come headlines. I'm going to
Anna Martin.
body the chin